Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Ironclad run. It's been a while, but we are back with a random rare card into Offering. Pretty strong start, I must say. But of course, in the first few floors, you're not really offering into anything particularly good, and so you may want to avoid playing it. Here, that's a tough draw. I decided to pass and not play Offering, but then I realized that my whole deck is strikes, and they were always both going to be hitting me here, so there was a chance the left one buffed again, I think. But anyway, it was wrong to not play Offering there. And found a Whirlwind, which is pretty good. Decided to drop Block Pot for Colorless Pot. And luckily, we're getting the 12 health small slime there. That could have been absolutely brutal. Taking 5 more than normal. Decided to play the Offering here. And Pommel Strike, excellent card in the early game. And it goes well with Offering as well. Offering gives energy. Pommel Strike draws cards. Got an Offering there, unfortunately. Had 28 health. And it's Dark Embrace versus Trash. So I'm like, it's a little early for Dark Embrace, but take it anyway. And hopefully it works out. And big slime here already is pretty spooky. But it is not the weakened one, which is actually good. The weakened one is brutal. I might actually use Attack Pot here. Unfortunately, did not hit the good attacks there. And luckily found another potion there, which is great. Still looking for a little bit more damage here. Take a Twin Strike. And of course, upgrade the Whirlwind. One of the most important upgrades. 3 more damage per energy spent to all enemies is quite a lot. And Offering, hope to draw a Whirlwind here. That'd be sick. Unfortunately, the middle guy is hitting us. And it has more than 40 health, so I was considering, is there a way to finagle that? But it's best to just play it. And we get an Art of War as our first relic, which will give us 1 energy on the next turn if we choose not to play any attacks. In this case, it's not particularly good yet, but you can always, put your powers in play, block a little bit, and then have a bigger turn next turn. Sometimes. And Blue Candle is here. That'll allow us to exhaust a curse card from our hand, which costs 1 life. It is pretty bad relic, but with the Whirlwind already and the Offering, I was expecting maybe in Act 2 we'll find a Necronomicurse and then do some shenanigans. There's always a chance, and it would feel bad to miss out on the content if I didn't take the Blue Candle. So I decided to take it. And here, I would love to play Offering on a turn where it's actually awake. And Offering with Bash as the last card would be kind of a disaster here. We really want to hit that Bash. So I draw, it's not Bash, so the next turn I'll just Art of War, Bash, Strike, Strike. And then we'll reshuffle. And this is a super elite. It's only a +2 strength Laga though, which is pretty much normal Lagavulin, which is good. And drew the Offering, that's really good. Didn't hit Shrug or Whirlwind, that's a bummer. There's Whirlwind. Whirlwind's hitting for 48. And decided to rip the Colorless Pot here. Metamorphosis is in there, which I should have done this earlier, I suppose. And it's Fiend Fire, which is pretty good. So that would kill if I can find it right now, so I play Shrug. And I rip the Fiend Fire. It's just that easy. It could have just defend, of course, and then would have lived. And Bottle Tornado will let us put a power from our deck into our starting hand at all times. Put that on the Dark Embrace. That's definitely good. So, of course, very happy to have that Dark Embrace when we found the bottle. So it's going very well so far. We got our offering, we got Dark Embrace plus Whirlwind carrying us for damage, and just had a Flame Barrier as well for some nice block. We are going into Guardian, I believe, which is definitely demanding some block strategy. Could have just played Whirlwind instead of Twin Strike, obviously, but usually Twin Strike will do more, but because of the weekend it didn't. Actually can't kill. And Bludgeon is here. Bludgeon is not very good, unfortunately. I take the Burning Pact for later. And good store here. I got an Orrery. Corruption's here. GG's. And another Shrug goes great with Corruption. Taking Trench even. Definitely for later card, but it'll be good with the Dark Embrace Corruption game plan. Just need to find a Feel No Pain now. Didn't hit Whirlwind, sadly. I actually should Burning Pact here. I don't know if I do, but maybe that's not true, because I can just always Explosive Pod, Bash, Strike, and then get out. So this is fine, but there's a world where I Burning Pact, hit Whirlwind, and I don't need to use a potion. Whirlwind was not there anyway, so never punished. Fiendfire's here, but that's very ambitious here. We're going to be exhausting our entire deck already, pretty much, because of Corruption, and then Fiendfire might leave us with no deck. So I actually don't love it here. I think I skip. Skip Fiendfire is crazy, but yeah. Our deck is 4 strikes, Bash, Twin Strike, Whirlwind. And then if we Fiendfire some of those cards, then we have like almost no cards. And we just don't need the Fiendfire here. So what to upgrade? I'm considering upgrading Corruption for sure, but the thing is, I was thinking, okay, we play Corruption, we play Dark Embrace, then what? And I was thinking, okay, I really want this Twin Strike to be dealing 14 damage. So it looks insane to upgrade that over Corruption, surely, but yeah, I just thought we needed a little more damage still. And this fight's playing Corruption too early will lead to our demise. Gotta play it at the right time. A lot of good cards in there. Probably gonna Burning Pact and just, yep. Defend. And this is a little bit spooky because now it's at 50 health. It's gonna hit for 36 in 2 turns. So gotta make sure we do some damage here. And I think I just let Fairy in a Bottle go here because we draw bad. So would have loved Corruption here. Probably would have played it. Start popping off. But this is fine. So yeah, just apply Bash and pass. Use Fairy in a Bottle. And then Whirlwind's going to do 36 damage. It's Corruption time. I decide not to play Defend to block for 2. It's really important. Every single skill in this deck now is a huge resource, so it's pretty spooky. Like just using them to block for 2. Definitely. So I'm considering I could save this Flame Barrier for next turn, and then it's going to hit us 4x, which will do a lot of damage to it. But I also want to attack it this turn and then not take damage, so I'm going to Entrench right now, and then do some attacks, and save the rest of the skills. And then we need to hit the Flame Barrier, found it. And I'm considering I even save the other Defend because it's only blocking for 3. Although that maybe that was wrong because it's probably going to be dead now. Yeah. Although, if we only have 1 defend left exactly, then this is right, because we're going to take 4 here. Yep. Okay, very good. And Exhume is here. Exhume looking real good with our Corruption Dark Embrace game plan. And Coffee Dripper's here, which is definitely pickable, which would prevent us from resting anymore, but give us an extra energy. That's quite good. But with this Offering and Art of War and the fact that we're going to be upgrading Corruption at our next campfire, we really don't need any energy. Corruption gives so much energy, just making everything cost 0. So just take Black Star and have some fun. Absolutely. And then I almost miss the fact that I should be taking a 3 elite path here, but because taking this first elite before the campfire looks kind of spooky, but this path is fine. Decide I want the shop, maybe. Dark Embrace. Not playing Bash because it has artifacts, so it doesn't do anything. No way we're stripping those. And yeah, so it's becoming clear now that we would like a little bit more girth. Something like Anger would be insane here. Just get our deck to almost nothing and then have a few skills left. Anger, draw, angers, and the fact that they cost 0 is really, really good. But we have to make do with our attacks we have right now. And as you can see, this Twin Strike dealing more damage is actually pretty good. May not have been necessary right there, but it is good. And Bites are here. We've only removed 1 strike, so doing our thing and then getting our deck down to almost no cards and then just biting to finish it off is pretty good to heal back up. So I do take the Bites and then remove 1 bite. We definitely don't want to be removing any skills here. Avocado's here. And you could definitely say in hindsight that it was wrong to not upgrade Corruption, of course, but I wanted just a little more girth for the Guardian fight, and it's fine. I knew it was fine to not have it upgraded yet. Exhume is so good, man. In this run, anyway. Go. Is that 39 health? Yeah, Twin Strike, Bite kills. Shockwave, huge card with Corruption, of course. Absolutely amazing, and we do get this event, so I was really hoping for Necronomicon, but got Enchiridion, which is still good, which will add a random power to our hand at the start of each fight, and it costs 0. And this is really awkward. I think I thought I was dead here, to be honest. Didn't find Whirlwind, didn't find Corruption. But we found a Demon Form. So if we draw Corruption and Whirlwind at the same time, that's a disaster, because yeah, it is. And yeah, now we can't play this Flame Barrier. Didn't draw Offering either. Absolutely brutal. It should just be Whirlwind for 2 here, I think. And we're getting entangled already, which is a bummer. But drew Corruption on the turn we got entangled, so that's fine. Then Entrench. And right now we're at 1 health. Ooh, I reshuffled without Offering. That's actually... Oh, I mean, the Offering is unplayable anyway. But yeah, Offering being unplayable here is really quite bad. Which means maybe last turn I should have played Bite instead of Whirlwind. Or at least 1 bite. This game is hard. Like, it seems so obvious you want to Whirlwind for as much as possible against Slavers. Perhaps not. And now we're vulnerable. We did draw Whirlwind, and we're out. So that was pretty unlucky into lucky. And there's another Exhume there. That's really good. So it could go right and always go to the campfire, but decided to take this question mark, and it's another fight, which is a little bit scary. Didn't draw Corruption or Whirlwind again. Definitely tough. Tough stuff. And I'm thinking about the bird. I'd like to Whirlwind for 4 and split the bird, but then if we play tax this turn, then we only have 3 energy next turn. So then we can't. Ew, there's Whirlwind. The daisies are going to be somewhat helpful drawing his cards. I should have played Flame Barrier and then Exhumed Flame Barrier, actually. More damage to, it's not that good. It's like 8 more damage. It's not really not that good. I take it back. And right now I know that the fight's over, so I'm biting as much as I can. No need to play other attacks. Although it does scale, so it's not like 100% free, but definitely looking into biting a lot. I could have just played Shockwave there, but again, Shockwave makes it vulnerable, which makes it take more damage from bites. Therefore, we need to play less bites. And now I'm getting a little worried, I think, about next turn, but it should be fine. Should have played Defend, could have drawn another bite. That's okay though. Those cards suck. Upgrade Corruption, obviously. And Ormeal fans here, gonna skip that. Don't need that. And so I meant to reroute because I only have 61 gold. I was very frustrated by that. I meant to go right, but... And here's the luckiest sequence of events, by the way. I walked into that store by accident, and there happened to be Feeling the Pain on sale, so I could afford it, because I only had 60 gold. Then in this fight, I drew into Corruption and then into Offering, which is really good. So we're drawing better now. Killing that one over the one that debuffs me is a little bit questionable. I'm normally a huge fat gremlin, kill that guy immediately connoisseur. In every other video you've ever seen of mine, probably, that fat gremlin's dead first, but this time I brain farted, I think. Get Offering again. Sure. Should have played Bites, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Could have gone Bite, and then Whirlwind last, and then he still killed the gremlin minions. Just being really aggressive here. Still get out with 53 health, it's quite good. And there's the dead branch from that fight. So, accidentally click the wrong floor, get rewarded with Feel No Pain on sale, draw perfectly, then get a dead branch. That's probably the nuttiest sequence of events that's happened to me in a long time. And of course, dead branch. I'm not mentioning my relics, I apologize. I'm gonna go over them now. We got an Unshaku, it's gonna give us 1 energy every 10 attacks we play. We got a pair for 10 max health, and then Dead Branch. Dead Branch will add a random card to our hand whenever we exhaust a card. And with the power of Corruption, of course, this is probably the best relic card combination in this game. Basically makes you go pseudo-infinite every turn, as long as Corruption's in play. And then we got Unseizing Top, which says whenever your hand is empty on your turn, you draw a card. And that is never going to trigger one time during this run. So you win some, you lose some, of course. It's actually the best possible relic and the worst possible relic, but at the same time. The only worst relic is Bottled Flame, because Bottled Flame adds a attack to our opening hand, which makes it less likely to find corruption on turn 1, which actually makes our deck worse. So Bottled Flame is the only relic worse than that, I think. This relic does absolutely nothing. But at least it's not making our deck any worse. And now we're definitely on cruise control mode. Double Slavers, by the way. Slavers are here to ruin my day. I'm actually going to get rid of Whirlwind because I'm trying to bite. So now I'm in, like, I win, so I'm just going to, like, try to play as many bites as I can mode. I'm still trying to play optimally. I never play optimally, but, you know. Put some effort into playing well, of course. And then I'm going to draw because those cards suck that I'm about to draw, so I want to not have to draw those 3 cards next turn. Just get them out of the way now and then reshuffle. Ew. Bad hand. I should have Warcried first. Didn't matter. Take 3. There's my Exhumes. Play some bites. I could headbutt into another bite. Now I drew the bite. I should have armamentsed the bite, actually. But we're nitpicking here, of course. And yeah, I'm spending all this time just to try to get one more, like 2 more health, basically. It's not really that important. And we get Vajra and this Bottled Flame. So Vajra will give us 1 strength permanently. That's good, of course. And Bottled Flame, as I mentioned just a moment ago, will make a attack in our deck innate, which is actually bad. So I don't pick it up. Sometimes, you know, you have Necronomicon Whirlwind and you take it. But in this case, all we want to find is Corruption, and we are basically only drawing 4 cards on turn 1 if we take it, so not worth. Yeah, big chill in here. Just biting our way back to full health. Ah, so satisfying. There's another Exhume. Gonna get back Seeing Red so I can play another fight. And we're basically full health now. Also casually made 257 block while doing this. Pretty good. And then let him play 1 more attack to put Nunchaku on 9 and get out. There's Bite. Full health. We've done it. And then we get a Blood Potion, so it doesn't even matter. And True Grit's actually there, it's probably good. But you want to have a lot of skills, because if you run out of skills, then you might actually have a deck full of attacks, and then you're gonna lose. You need to have skills to keep going. And sometimes Dead Branch really low rolls, and you just generate a bunch of trash. So the more skills you have in your deck, the less likely it is that that happens. Gonna pass to keep up Nunchaku and Art of War. And that'll help us have a big turn here. Hopefully gonna find this Corruption. should play Pommel Strike, because it would proc Nunchaku, and then I could play Corruption. Did not find Corruption. A little bit spooky, but then we drew, because of the curse, into Corruption. So that's pretty lucky, although we only had 3 cards left in our deck when we drew, so it was unlucky to have it at the bottom of our deck, of course. And this guy has a lot of health. We're not really scaling our strength at all, unless we find cards that do that. Just put Offering and Corruption into our graveyard. That's pretty good. Discard pile, rather. Where's Whirlwind at? Oh, right, it was stolen. Kind of rude, not gonna lie. I can just pass. But if you were already full blogging and you don't really have anything else to do during the turn, you shouldn't just keep mindlessly playing skills, because those are good and you want to keep them. Every single skill in our deck, no matter what, draws us a card, gains us block. So, and it costs 0. So using that card with no real purpose is bad. Those are very, very valuable. There's Berserk. I'm gonna make myself vulnerable against the 58 damage attack, now taking 87 damage instead. It's fine! I'll be Blood for Blood, maybe? It does damage, kind of. Of course I'm playing Berserk. Keep drawing this spot weakness on the wrong turn. It's not very good. I could Exhume for Offering. I get back Burning Pact instead. Just gonna pass. And that is a really bad draw pile. That's all attacks and a wound. So that's a little bit spooky. Gonna... Deep Breath is huge, actually, reshuffling, because we have some skills in there. So sometimes you gotta get bailed out by a potion. So it's not over yet, like, it really isn't. That was very spooky. Just gotta actually deal damage here. Spot weakness huge, of course. Actually working, and then now we get to do damage. There's Whirlwind for 48, which puts Nunchaku on 9. Definitely worth just killing it. And Limit Break is here, which is cool, but it's only gaining us 1 strength right now, usually. And then Feed, of course, just a good card. And we have double Exhume, so can hopefully feed a lot. And if not, if it's buried under a pile of trash and we can't find it in time, then just get out, it's fine. And here, Runic Pyramid is here. Unfortunately, unpickable trash because we have Dead Branch, so we will fill our hand with random bad cards, and then we can never discard them if we take it. Be careful out there, kids. Don't mix your Runic Pyramid and Dead Branch runs. So just take the Empty Cage, removing some attacks. And there's a 4 elite path here with Black Star. That's very exciting. I almost didn't see it. There we go. And the fact that we took the Super Elite in Act 1 means we can go everywhere we want. And getting triple buffed here. Just gonna play our powers and pass. Keep up Nunchaku and Artivore again. There we go. Fiona Pain, Corruption, Shockwave, Offering, and we're off. There's Body Slam, which killing one of them right now doesn't actually accomplish anything, so. There is a Barricade in my hands. And we have Exhume. Exhume for Entrench. Entrench. Exhume for Entrench. Entrench. Which is pretty good. Barricade is definitely the card that would seal the deal here. And this is the thing, like, of course Barricade is insane here. I talked about this previously, but some people would rate Barricade really highly, whatever that means, of course. And Barricade is good in that situation, but we're already winning because we have Dark Embrace, Corruption, Dead Branch, right? So if it's only good, if it's only insane when you have that, then is it really that good? Because you already won. But of course, it's weird because it's like, if you find Barricade like in the middle of Act 3, like from an elite, it's usually like really, really good. But it's almost never like the best card out of the 3 rares you see at the end of a boss, I think. It's like, I would rather in most runs have Reaper, Corruption, Feed. And then like even like Fiend Fire is like usually cooking. But anyway, certainly not complaining about finding a Barricade here if we do. And I'm not particularly worried about my health anymore, it seems. Could have probably went for the feeds here. There a feed around here? Hey, it's Jugs. Jugs is also pretty good here. There is a feed in my deck. Oh, I must have Fiend Fired it away earlier. That's what happened. Just blasting here, playing as many skills as we can to do a lot of damage with Feel No Pain and Juggernaut. It's Immolate Feed lethal. It's 19 plus 36. No. Was it? 36 plus 19 is 55. Was that lethal? Cool though. Get a little bit more healing going. And Ice Cream is here as our rare relic from this event that will let us retain any unspent energy turn to turn. Power Through Plus is there. I don't want it because it's going to add wounds to my deck. I already have enough block. And Strange Spoon is here. While it looks insane, it's not. Because you want the cards to exhaust, because then you get the Dead Branch proc, and the Dark Embrace proc, and the Feel No Pain proc. If you lose all the 50/50s, like, ideally, sometimes, you know, oh, I get to keep my Shockwave or whatever. But if you don't exhaust every card you play, then you, like, lose the run. Because you need to exhaust some cards. So even though it's 50%, you know, you could lose the coin flip 4 times in a row and then you just lose. Pretty bad turn there. So gonna go up to 11 cards in our hand here. Drawing 5, +1 from Dark Embrace, +1 from Dead Branch. There's Corruption. Get back, feed, and just pass probably. So this is definitely a triple feed kind of fight. Absolutely. Could have saved armaments for feed. That's a mistake. Yep, I even am getting it this turn. So I certainly could have had 2 more max health here. Unless we're only feeding 1 more time, then it's just once more. I think where you can do it once more, right? Yeah, there's another Exhume. Hey, it's armaments again. So, Could have had one more max health here, actually. Body slams here, though, not really needed. Although it's actually, you know, if we're worried about the damage that we're dealing, that could have been a solid option. But without barricade, body slam is pretty sus, must be said. And we can always randomly generate one. That perfected strike. Could have gotten rid of cleave actually. That was a 0 cost perfected strike. There's Jugs again. Jugs is good. No barricade. Come back. Calipers would be good here, by the way. It's true. Worried about playing feed with this Havoc. There's feed. And I realized I'm 1 damage off, is that right? Or 3 damage off? So I play Havoc and hope it doesn't accidentally kill it, and it doesn't, so we're good. Play the feed. And Cultist Pod is here, so we can finally drink this Blood Pod and pick up the Cultist Pod. There's Armaments, which will upgrade our whole hand. It's actually fine, and it's a skill, and it upgrades feed. Choosing to keep the energy with Ice Cream over playing Armaments on like 2 defends or whatever. Not particularly good. And this is a bit awkward, but Fire Breathing is actually quite good in this fight. So happy to find that one. Should have played Fire Breathing. I wasn't appreciating the situation I was in, I think. Here's good in this fight. There's another Fire Breathing. Yeah, Fire Breathing is just one of those cards where you kind of see it and you're like, ugh, you know? But sometimes it's good, because sometimes the enemy shuffles in 5 statuses into your deck. It's true. True grit. Yeah, I don't need to be going so crazy here. I'm already blocking for 1 billion, you know? I was just looking for something to do. Didn't deliver. Upgrade armaments, or use armaments to upgrade Fire Breathing. Play Fire Breathing, and now we can upgrade the feed. Probably not going to be able to feed here because of Fire Breathing killing everything, but that's fine. I'm getting rid of the burns when in fact I should be liking the burns. Disgusting hand. Whirlwind will do a lot of damage, but I could get away with playing Berserk probably. Yeah. But any card I want back on top. Those cards all suck. Okay, this is what I'm talking about here with a little bit of a spooky fight. Flame Barrier is good. Flame Barrier Plus is good. And then pretty bad looking draw pile there, but it's going to die to the burns if we draw them. It's true. Could double tap Bite Plus for some health. Considering Gambler's Brewing, but then it's immune this turn, so you know, it's not good. I do double the Bite Plus. Pass. Yeah. Keeping up energy with Ice Cream, of course. And burn is drawn. It's dead. Thank God. And we get Bag of Marbles, applying 1 vulnerable at the start of each fight to all enemies, and a Regal Pillow, which will heal us for more health when we rest. Red Mask is offered, but that's too much gold and not enough of an impact. Inflame, Dark Embrace, Corruption, pass, for sure. There's Barricade. GG. Just gonna play that and pass, probably. Get the Reckless Charge in. Double Reckless Charge. The Dazes are actually fine for us, so that's cool. Bloodletting was in my hand. I should have kept going, actually. The slowed debuff, of course, making this fight absolute cake for this deck, because we play so many cards in the same turn, and then it'll have a lot of stacks of slowed, and then we can win. Playing Inflame before armaments is questionable, that's for sure. Another Barricade. And I am considering how to get it to the right amount of health and feed. I believe. Feed is not in there, but Seeing Red's in there. Okay, now you can just pass and find feed. Feed is last card. And I can even exhume for armaments. Cool. Well done. And we get Mummified Hand and Pantograph. Those are pretty good. Mummified Hand will reduce the cost of a card in our hand to 0 for the rest of the turn every time we play a power. And then Pantograph will heal us for 25 health whenever we enter a boss room. Also found a Shuriken giving us 1 strength every time we play 3 attacks. It's actually not terrible. We definitely can appreciate a little bit of strength gain. And since every skill costs 0, then we can pretty reliably be playing 3 attacks in the same turn. Evolve here is not bad against Mr. Nemesis. It is again burning us on turn 1 into the 45. You hate when it burns you into the 45. That's the nightmare. And not a great hand here. Burning Pact is a great draw. I should armaments before playing Shrug. Now we're more short than we would have been. Could have considered. It's really not a big deal to take 8. It's really not. Yeah, just gonna do that. And gotta play this offering, find corruption, and win. Getting burned again, by the way. Just gonna pass. Draw the corruption Natch. Natch. It is intangible. Just gonna play feed to draw a random card. Bludgeon for 1 damage. It hurts. But of course, just stacking Shuriken here. Ooh, it's Clash. Clash is not good here. It is like a little overwhelming sometimes to play this kind of deck. It's like there's so many options. But the thing is that it doesn't even matter what you do. That's the problem. If there is a problem, I don't think there's a problem with the existence of this. The fact that Dead Branch is a rare relic is what makes it okay. And Corruption is a rare card. Poor Nemesis. We don't even have Barricade in place, so we just casually made 530 block for no real reason. It's gonna die. Yeah. Okay. I should have dual wielded the bite for 1 more health. That's okay though. I just there's Barricade from Enchiridion. That's pretty good. Oh, we found Oddly Smooth Stone, by the way, 1 dexterity, and a potion belt for 2 extra potion slots. That is pretty good. Although we don't have any potions to put in there. There's Feel the Pain. It's going to be absolutely popping off here, play 1 billion cards, and then we can play some attacks, which will do way more damage than normal. We're not even weakened. That's a good Havoc. Flash is back. Flash is really not what you want to see. And Infernal Blade, I'm really into, it seems. 0 cost, get a random attack that also costs 0, and then, yeah, it's quite good. And I realize this Whirlwind's actually overkilling here, and I don't want to kill it because it has... We have Feed in our hand, of course. So that's cute. Then I Bash, then Whirlwind to do less damage, and then Feed. Well done, well done. It wasn't that hard to find, but I found it nonetheless. Just goes to show I am still thinking after all. You're just burning Pakistan instead of upgrading it there. It doesn't really do anything. Because you're spending the 1 energy to upgrade it from armaments, you might as well just cut out the middleman. I think it's because we had the armaments plus that I didn't really care about that armaments. So disgusting. I'm trying to find this feed, of course. Digging for the feed. Oh, and I used Exhume That's sad, because now I only have one more Zoom. Could have triple fed here. But I wasn't finding the feed, and you gotta find the feed, so. If you are full hand and you exhaust a card, you will Dead Branch before Dark Embrace, which is a bummer, because then you can't keep digging, which is bad. I mean, it's kind of a bummer, but it's also kind of good. Is there still armaments in my deck? Is that what's happening? Yes. Sad. I should just play Battle Trance. Oh, never mind. We're out of energy anyway. So yeah, bottom card, Armaments Plus. Just couldn't play it on the feed, unfortunately. Trying to avoid playing Armaments for no reason. Luckily, this Spheric Guardian is very tanky, so we can keep hitting it to draw more cards. But didn't find it, unfortunately, so just gonna play it. Should have played Bite before drawing, of course. Speed. And we already used our other Exhume, so we can just get out. 99 health, not bad. Those cards suck. And what to upgrade? Doesn't really matter. Upgrade Disarm. And Time Eater. How can we possibly beat Time Eater? We can only play 12 cards per turn. These Sentinels are really, really good with Corruption, of course. Sentinel is really good. It's Seeing Red that also blocks. Pretty good. Making more Whirlwind. Sure. I don't really care about these cards, just gonna second wind them. Maybe we can find a Barricade. I found I found a Juggernaut apparently, so that's gonna be some good damage this fight. Spot weakness is huge. And that's why you don't just play cards, you see what you generate first. It can always change your decision. That turn. Armaments is good, hits feed. So much energy, so much draw. This is the kind of run that makes it look really insane. That's for sure. Almost got rid of Bash, but I really want the Vulnerable. Gonna split? Nope. Not split, actually. And that is a huge Whirlwind. It might just die outright. That would be unfortunate, though. Cool. Now we can try to find feed. Feed is in there. Is it actually happening in this way? That's incredible. That's a great sequence of events right there. Whirlwind to almost lethal for the split turn, and then tries to split, hit it with the the feed. That's really good. And found Corruption, so get to exhaust our other Corruption. The game just wants us to have Corruption, it seems. And not really caring about this Woke Bird's strength. It's of very little importance to me how much strength this guy has. What really matters is feeding on these cultists. Delicious! Oh, nice. Reckless Charge lets us feed. Delicious. Infernal Blade also would have less. So 111 health now, that's pretty good. Definitely would have gotten the Ooh, a Donut achievement in this run. Found Barricade, this fight's over. But yeah, in case you don't know, there's an achievement. If you feed on Donu, you get an achievement called Ooh, a Donut, I think it's called. One of my friends started playing the game like pretty recently, and one of his first Ironclad runs, he got that. I didn't expect it. It's always a very funny moment. I really like when games do a good job of making, you know, like interesting, cool achievements where it's like, you don't even realize that you're doing something interesting, and then you're like, oh wait, I just ate a donut, haha. Like, that's just perfect, man. Another amazing part of this game, huh? I could have killed there if I reckless charged when I had 0 energy and then procced Nunchaku and then whirlwinded afterwards instead of the wrong order. Of course. This is a Fiend Fire. Rip it, bro, rip it. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. If I had known that we were going to find Dead Branch, I would have taken the Fiend Fire we were offered in Act 1. Also, I should have played Thunderclap way earlier there. Would have died, surely. But right now I am purposely not playing an attack because of Nunchaku being on 9. Just going to kill it with Juggernaut instead. Full health, 111 health, 2605 score. People in 2605 be like, year 0 was 2605 years ago. Upgrade Shockwave, sure. More vulnerable and whatnot. And there's Apotheosis. Discovery, it might be better than Feel No Pain here, actually, but can I even buy them both? Yeah, I can. I still have Feel No Pain anyway. It's, you know, it's just too good. But Apotheosis is pretty cool because if we have a deck full of trash, then we can upgrade all of it. It's awesome. I decided to take the Shuriken proc instead of just keeping a Artivore, which is fair enough. And thank God we found his Corruption, by the way. Could have been a little bit spooky. This fight does not fuck around. It's true. It wants to kill you so badly. I thought that was, what's it called? The other one? Sever Soul, I think? But it was Searing Blow. So I was like, I played it and then I was expecting my whole hand to exhaust and then nothing happened and I was like, oh, okay. Classic. So looking for this Apotheosis, of course. I should perfect a strike on the left guy, obviously. Or even on the right guy, it'll be fine. There's Barricade. Okay. Play Offering, it's fine. The fact that Apotheosis says upgrade all cards, like in caps, initially led me to believe that generated cards would also be upgraded. Like obviously if it just said upgrade all cards, then you would think it was cards in your deck, but upgrade all cards might mean something else, right? And by the way, talk about the relics real quick. Did find Mercury Hourglass, that's dealing 3 damage to all enemies at the heart of each turn. Strawberry for 7 max health, and then we just found an Ink Bottle. Every 10th card we play will draw us a card, and a Happy Flower, which will give us 1 energy every 3 turns. Not particularly exciting. Apotheosis is good. Disarm is good. I could have just stopped right there, honestly. Oh, and I was mousing over dual wield. I should have dual wielded on Feel No Pain, of course. That would have been good. So I was a little bit annoyed at myself for not doing that. Shrug, because it draws a card on its own, will draw a card. And then Dead Branch goes off. There's another Feel No Pain. Gonna copy that one this time. Well done. And just choosing to do some damage. I should have played double tap, probably, although it's not really that important. Can just keep it for later. It's fun. It's a skill. It'll do something. No barricades this time. Play something first. Needs block. Then pop it off again. There's second wind. Find some like bad powers that we could exhaust with second wind, perhaps. Just rip it. It's fine. And Clash is here and borderline playable, in fact. Can we do it? I think I like force it here. I want to play Clash so bad. It's a bigger achievement than winning the run, playing Clash with this deck. I don't know why I got feed. Oh, it's because it's an attack. I had a full hand, and then I got an attack back. That's why I did that. So I could play it Clash. Alright, nice. And it's already taken its turnly quota of damage, so just gonna pass. I should take Apotheosis, maybe. Hey, it's Barricade. I was just like, well, we win. Pretty bad deck here, I'm honest. Pretty bad draw pile, I mean. I still saved the Exhume, though. Or the Barret. What is it called? Entrench. So many bad powers that don't do anything. I mean, they're great powers, but we already have them, so they don't do anything. I still have this Gambler's Brew I've never played. Doesn't matter. How long have I had that thing? Years. And I get to burn it all down for the final kill here. And we've done it. Just over an hour. Pretty insane run. Of course, that one series of events, that basically 2 floors, was Feel No Pain into really good draws on Gremlin Leader into finding a Dead Branch. Absolutely insane. And off the back of that, we just had a nice easy win. Ice Cream retaining 4 combat, that's pretty good. Unseizing Top, of course, drawing 0 cards, as expected. And Blue Candle, 0 cards exhausted, unfortunately, so could have keyed that and then had the Ornamental Fan doing its thing later, but of course, Ornamental Fan was not particularly missed anyway. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? Have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.